We do move on now, though, to the female police officer in Tulsa who's facing manslaughter charges in that fatal shooting of an unarmed African-American man. Lawyers for Betty Shelby now say she suffered temporary hearing loss during the incident, which is just one of many shootings setting off protests in recent weeks. And ABC's Clayton Sandell has more from L.A. Clayton, good morning to you.
Hey, good morning, Dan. Yeah, that Tulsa police officer accused of killing Terrence Crutcher has now entered her plea, and now her legal team is hinting at an unusual defense.
Officer Betty Shelby is out of jail on bond this morning, pleading not guilty to manslaughter in the fatal shooting of Terrence Crutcher.
We have all the confidence that when everything is out there, Officer Shelby will be going home to her family.
Shelby's lawyer, Scott Wood, now says the stress of the situation caused the officer to experience a type of deafness, claiming she never heard a fellow cop say he was ready with a less lethal taser gun.
The idea that she's got some sort of situational deafness may be true, but the real question is, can that actually be a defense?
Officer Shelby says Crutcher was refusing commands that she fired when she thought he was reaching for a weapon. His family accuses Shelby of pulling the trigger even though his hands were up and Crutcher was unarmed.
Today was the first step towards the justice that we want for Terrence and his family.
This as investigators release video in yet another deadly police shooting, this time in California. Protesters gathering on the streets near San Diego for Alfred Alongo.
No justice! No peace!
Alfred Alongo's sister says she called police to help her brother, but when they arrive, they say he refuses commands, then points something at the officers. They fire, killing him. That object turned out to be this electronic cigarette device.
You killed my brother in front of me!
Now, those protests near San Diego overnight were overall pretty peaceful, but officials there have not yet decided if those two officers in that case will face any charges. Cecilia.